So, our guide says to use a joke to grab attention, but I chose the effects of skin to skin contact while at birth. And my wife decided that any joke with that would just be too touchy. Some of my main points are going to be that skin to skin was also referred to as kangaroo care or um, mama kangaroo care. There are positive effects showing that. There's multiple research studies showing the effects of skin to skin. The skin to skin can also initiate brain function that will help the baby to move down to breastfeeding while within the first hour of life. And also can and introduce and increase the mother's milk supply. My thesis statement is that if you desire a close relationship with your child, um, skin to skin is the best way to go. And there's a bunch of other benefits for that as well. Natural instincts have shown in both mother and baby that it allows natural progress to breastfeeding while um, within the first hour of life. Not to mention all of the emotional connections as well. More impressive, two researchers from Bogota, Colombia, found that while having an infectious disease outbreak, um, there was a 70% mortality rate for infants because there was a shortage of incubators inside of Colombia at the time. So these two researchers, Hector Martinez and Edgar Ray, they researched kangaroos in order to find out if there could be any long-term lasting effects that could help them. And kangaroos being marsupials, after the children are born, they actually hold the babies close to them for quite some time. And so they decided this inside of the research facility in the hospital in Bogota. And what they found is when the mothers put the babies to their skin in between the two breasts and held them wrapped skin to skin, it required no incubator. The regulatory processes that the mom uses in her own body was then used for the baby, and since then there's been multiple research studies showing the positive effects of this, and from emotional to brain function to simply just getting a child through premature being born premature is one of the best things you could do for children. Even if you've adopted a child and even just young and not maybe your own, that child getting to know your scent and your hold and then you bonding to that child also is one of the best things you can do for them. So just remember, anytime that you'd like to get closer to your child, just hug them. And then also, if you have an infant, hug them without your shirt on. Thanks.